Time is funny. We also know that we have time that should give us 60 seconds, 1 minute, an hour of a day, 24 hours of the day, 7 days of the week, 12 days of the month, 365 days of the year. But as human beings, it's funny that we don't even have enough time. So the importance of this message today is we're going to discuss about time management. Time management can be broken down into 3 essential parts. Giving time for God, giving time for yourself and family, and time for your priority things of your everyday life. Most importantly, you must start your day off with God. You got to give time for your worship in order for your day to go through good. With that, that leaves room for any catastrophe or anything that may happen, that you would be in the right mind frame to go throughout your day. Many of us, we do not time our days very well. We tend to cram everything in everything that we can do all in a small period of time and expect for everything to be effective. Unfortunately, sometimes that doesn't work. Sometimes we overcram, sometimes we undercram, or we may just even procrastinate. But time management is so essential. We live in a society right now where people want to be in a microwave society where they want everything instantaneously. Unfortunately, if you plan your day out successfully and plan out and prioritize, your day will go off well. May not be perfect, but you'll be able to handle it. Another thing that we fail to realize, we got to make time for ourselves. We tend to put so much into one day, we forget and lose ourselves. So again, prioritizing, but making sure that you have time for yourself, whether it's rest, exercise, most important for family. Again, we get lost in time and we forget about these key essential things. And lastly, you must make time and prioritize your things. We can't overdo everything all in one day and expect to be effective at what we're doing. But when we're doing it, you want to make sure that you have time management and make sure that you have enough time for these key things. But again, keeping God first, not forgetting about yourself and your family. There's a theory called the rock theory. You get a tank or a glass, fill it up with sand, fill it up with some rocks. But where we tend to fail is that in that glass, we tend to put all the little things in there and forget about the big things, which will cause everything not to fit. So what did that brings us back to? Our time management. We tend to do everything, all the little things at one time, and forget about the big things. And the big things is God, your family, and yourself. It's so important to have excellent time management on our jobs, with our day-to-day home lives, even whatever you do outside your home. If we don't manage our time in an essential way, we tend to just end up having more problems. Things will get out of whack, and not only that, you're out of whack and you're not tending to yourself. Time management is the key. Time management is important. Put God first. Remember to include yourself, as well as making sure that you have a real organized priority time. Time management, again, is so important. You got to be, even if you have to write out your plan, schedule out your plan. Sometimes you may not follow everything to the key or to the point, but if you have a well thought out plan and a detailed plan, that will kind of help you control your time management. I know for me, being a working mom, also going to school, as well as being involved in church, I must again keep God first, remember my family, and have a well thought out plan. Again, time management is key and essential to our everyday lives. It's so important that you have a time management plan. Again, we live in a microwave society. Everything cannot be instant. But if you have a well thought out plan, it will work.